Hey, Gonzalo.
Hi, love that we're wearing our holiday flannel today.
Right? We are so festive. We're ready for the holidays.
We are. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gonzalo Garcia.
And I'm Albert Ontiveros. We're from the TogetheRide.
Welcome to TogetheRide Live, your one-stop shop to get all of the updates from TogetheRide. Thank you for joining us. We have so much to cover. This last month was very busy since we got together on October 31st. Few things that happened. We elected a new president. We're still in the middle of this pandemic, however. We also celebrated Thanksgiving. And this past Tuesday, we all came together to honor those that we've lost and those living with HIV during our World AIDS Day program and Candlelight Vigil. If you didn't get a chance to see it on Tuesday, you can actually head over to TogetheRide.org to view it. We've also updated this program a little bit.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we are completely live. Like live. Like anything can happen, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking. But the really good thing about us being live is that we can interact with all of you guys at home. So whether you're tuning in from Twitch or Facebook Live, you could drop into that chat feature there and ask us a question if you got a question. You can say hi, or you can say hey, or you can say hey girl, hey, and we'll get back to you guys throughout the broadcast.
Let's see who is already here. Shastina is here. Hi, Shastina. So good to see you.
I also see some of our TogetheRide reps are in the room as well. I see Jesse and Joey and Aurelia. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask the reps, you could shoot them in the chat as well.
Hi, Noelle Chambers. It's so good to see you. It's really awesome that all of you are in the chat and chatting with us. At TogetheRide, we are all about bringing community together to support the two great agencies, the Los Angeles LGBT Center and the San Francisco AIDS Foundation.
We've made some incredible progress as a community. We have a lot to be proud of. As a community, we have already raised more than $220,000, and we already have 896 active participants grabbing life by the handlebars to end AIDS. We have a little more than 7 months before June 30th, and we still have some participants that are asking us questions like, what exactly is the TogetheRide? How do I get started, set goals? How do I kick off this journey? So no worries, we're here today to answer all of those questions. So let's dive right into it, Gonzalo.
TogetheRide is harnessing the collective power of community to ride 1.2 million miles over the course of the season. And the reason why we're riding 1.2 million miles is to honor the 1.2 million people living with HIV in the United States right now. So registered participants are asked to set their own fundraising and mileage goals. And Albert, I know you've already started. So what are some of your goals?
Yeah, I got back on my ride on the bike. It's been a while since I was on my bike, so that's exciting. But I kind of set my goal to 700 miles. I figured if I ride 100 miles a month from here to June, I could hit 700 miles. And who knows, I'll probably even do more than that. I've also set my fundraising goal to $5,000. How about you, Gonzalo?
I'm going to start this weekend. I'm officially starting this weekend. I'm going to follow your lead, and I'm going to start with, I'm going to say 500 miles, but I'm going to set a $5,000 fundraising goal as well. The only difference is I'm going to be doing it on a Peloton because I sold my bike a few months ago when I moved. I think we have a photo of me on that Peloton.
Oh my goodness. And you look good doing it too, girl. And that's perfect. You could certainly do it on a Peloton. You could ride any kind of bike you want. You could ride a mountain bike, a beach cruiser, a road bike, a unicycle. Girl, can you imagine me on a unicycle? That's a bear on a bike. That's a circus act. Nobody needs to see that. You could also do it on a tricycle, or you could do like Gonzalo and do it on a Peloton without leaving your home. We've also gotten some questions from people that have asked if they can do this without sitting on a bike at all. And the answer is yes. You can do this however you like. We have participants who are walking, swimming, roller skating, even rowing their boats to get their miles. You could even skip gaily down the street if you want to. All that matters is that you're moving, you're recording some mileage for TogetheRide, and also that you're raising those funds as well.
Okay, so I'm curious for everybody that's in the chat right now, I'd like to know how many miles you plan to ride this weekend. Remember, it doesn't have to be on a bike, but tell us in the chat what your goals are. We're going to get back to that in a second.
Yeah, let us know what your goals are because it might inspire us or others to increase their goals as well. Also, if you're joining us here for the very first time and you haven't registered yet, no worries at all. Registering is super easy. After this broadcast, go over to TogetheRide.org and click on register. It's only $25 to get registered. Once you do get registered, you can set up your fundraising page, set your goals, and get started on your own journey. If you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to reach out to us here at TogetheRide. You can find us on Facebook, you can send us an email, and there's also tons of information on the TogetheRide website that can help you out as well.
After you've set these goals, download the app by searching TogetheRide. Use the app to set your mileage goals. You can connect with Apple Health, Google Health, Strava to track your miles. And listen, if you don't use any of those apps to track miles, you can actually manually input your mileage into the TogetheRide app. So once you have all of these steps complete, now you're ready to start logging your miles and raising your funds.
That's actually a really good note that you could manually enter your mileage because a couple of weeks ago I went on a bike ride and I think I was so excited to get back on my bike I forgot to turn on my Strava. But when I got home, I was able to just open the TogetheRide app and manually enter my cute little 20 miles that I did. So it's a really good tool to have if you don't want to or if you forget to connect to Strava or any of those mileage tracking apps. So also, if you're already registered and you've already set up your fundraising page, I have a little bit of a challenge for you. I want you to text 6 people and ask them for a donation for the TogetheRide. Now, when I say text 6 people, I'm not saying text 6 people that you think will donate to you. Text 6 random people because you never know who's been affected by HIV and AIDS, and you never know how generous people are going to be either. I once got a $500 donation from someone. I recognize the name, but I didn't ever think I was going to interact with this human again. He was actually a little bit of a high school bully. But I reached out to him on Facebook and I said, hey, did you make a donation to an organization today? And he said, yes, I saw that you were doing this event and I wanted to support you because when I was 5 years old, my brother passed away from HIV. So like I said, you never know who's been affected by HIV and AIDS and you never know how generous people are going to be. So reach out to everybody, throw a wide net.
I'm just going to throw it back to this chat. We have some folks who are setting their goals. Brian Everly, he is going to ride 545 miles and he has set a $5,000 goal. That is fantastic. Liz is going to ride 25 miles. Nick is going to ride 15. This is so fantastic. And I have to say, you know, when I first started fundraising, I was really nervous about asking for money and setting those goals. But if you're concerned about setting your mileage and your fundraising goals, we know that this can be a really daunting process, but here's a trick. Just start small. Set goals that you think you can achieve. Remember, there's no fundraising minimum for TogetheRide, so you can actually change your goals as you progress throughout the season.
Yep, and speaking of the season, 'tis the season of giving. So what better way to feel all the warm and fuzzies than by supporting the Los Angeles LGBT Center and the San Francisco AIDS Foundation? We're nearing the end of 2020. Thank goodness for that. Hold for applause, grab a cocktail if you're into that. But thank goodness we're at the end of 2020. But that also means that people are looking to make those last minute donations for tax write-offs. Remind your network that they could donate to the TogetheRide and then write that off on their taxes. Don't be shy about asking for donations during the holiday season. As a matter of fact, just this past Tuesday on World AIDS Day, we raised over $40,000 in one day. That's incredible.
Wow.
Let's keep up the pace and see if we could raise the same amount this weekend.
I'm just going to go back. I see Hazel by Hurst, I think that's Drew Hazelhurst, has set, wow, a $10,000 fundraising goal for this year. That is super ambitious, and he's going to ride 500 miles. That's amazing. So Albert,
yeah,
I know that you have hit a fundraising milestone recently. Do you want to tell us about it?
I sure did. I'm so excited. I just hit my first $500. Some good friends of mine in San Diego, Steve and Tim, they donated $50 to me, and then I matched that $50 to make it 100 and threw me over the $500 mark. And I'm really excited about that because I know that I have just earned an incentive. So Gonzalo, why don't you tell me what I've won?
Well, Bear, you've won. I can't keep that up. Okay, so TogetheRide has a spread of thank you gifts and badges that you earn as you progress towards your goals. So let's take a look. This is going to take a second. Once you receive your first donation, you're going to receive this reusable fabric TogetheRide bib. See it? Albert's holding it up. So you'll notice that there are icons at the bottom of the bib, and we'll get to what those mean in a second. But I'm a very competitive person, and I know a lot of people in this community are super competitive. So you're going to love this challenge and these games that we've put out for all of you guys. The badges will automatically show up in your participant center as you earn them. So you'll want to check them out to see how you're progressing. We have badges for fundraising challenges, mission-related challenges, and mileage challenges. So for example, you'll earn the storyteller badge by filling out your bio in your personal fundraising page. Or you'll get the training wheels badge by logging your first activity for the season. Now, how do you show off all of your hard work? Well, you'll earn these iron-on patches that are going to go on the bottom of the bib. So when you earn 3 TogetheRide badges in your participant center, you'll receive this commencement patch. If you get 5 badges in your participant center, we'll send you the campaigner patch. And then you just iron them onto your bib, and you can check out all of the fun challenges and awards in the fundraising section of TogetheRide.org. So don't forget to wear your bib when you go on your rides or your runs or your TogetheRide excursions, and take tons of photos. We love to see what you're doing. We love to see your beautiful smiling faces. So take lots of photos, and don't forget to hashtag TogetheRide.
Okay, perfect. So that was a lot, and you did a really good job explaining it, but I just want to recap to make sure that I got it all right. So you're saying I've already earned this because I got my first donation. My next step is to earn some badges online by completing tasks in my participant center. And then once I get a collection of badges there, you guys are going to send me a physical iron-on patch that I can add to the placeholder here on my hero bib. And I think the last step was I need to take lots of pictures of me wearing it and hashtag TogetheRide. Sound good?
Exactly. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. In addition to these fun ways of earning things to show off your participation in TogetheRide, we also have thank you gifts earned at fundraising milestones. After you earn the bib, raising $250 will get you this awesome TogetheRide t-shirt. $500 gets you this cute buff, and $1,000 gets you a TogetheRide sweatshirt. To see a full spread of thank you gifts available this season, head over to TogetheRide.org.
Okay, here is the final word on fundraising. End of year giving it's really a huge time for fundraising for nonprofits. Many folks are looking for organizations to donate to and to support. So be aggressive about making your asks. Make sure that you're getting those fundraising dollars in before December 31st. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
All right, cheer mom. In December, we are honoring long-term survivors of HIV and AIDS. We got together with some TogetheRide participants in various regions of the United States to create some local cycling routes dedicated to long-term survivors and local LGBTQ history. Participant Rob Dooling from Washington, D.C. submitted one recognizing several LGBTQ spaces in the nation's capital. Let's take a look.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Rob. That route looks really, really amazing. Now, for everybody watching, it's your turn to get involved. We're asking everybody to create your own route in your neighborhood and submit them to be featured on our website. You can check out other routes that participants have entered, and you can be featured. So just go to togethernide.org/rides.
In addition to our Together Ride live broadcast on Fridays, like today, we'll host a monthly indoor cycling class on the first Saturday of each month. Think of it as a kickoff to that month's community mileage goal. Indoor cycling will always be open to everyone, and the classes are led by experienced instructors who know how to keep your heart pumping and your legs a spinning. Our next indoor cycling class is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Time. You can access the class via the Zoom link in your participant center. This class is led by Thomas Renner. You don't want to miss this class for sure.
Of course, we're all dealing with COVID right now, but if you're able to head outdoors, please, please, please make sure you are following local rules and guidelines to be COVID safe. So make sure you're wearing a mask, make sure you're washing your hands, and you're remaining socially distant. So whether you're indoor or you're out, the first Saturday of the month, we're all going to come together as a community, and we're going to add major miles to the collective goal. I'm just going to shout out one person, Albert, here. Carlene Fernandez says she's going to recruit her whole family to do this. Keep in mind, you can get your kids involved. You can get your brothers and your sisters. If your kids are doing the ride, you can manually log their miles too. It's a great way to teach them about the cause. So thank you so much, Carlene. That's really great. Albert, did you know that Together Ride participants have ridden over 110,000 miles since we started this on October 22nd?
Yeah, Mary, because I pay attention and I check the website daily because I'm extremely competitive, and I always want to know what teams are riding what mileage, and I like to see what teams are on the top leaderboard for fundraising too. So shout out to teams like Newberry Public, FUBAR, the Psychopaths, Hot Wheels, and all the other teams that are making money moves, doing good things, and showing up on our leaderboard. Kudos, y'all.
It's great. And we have folks out every weekend logging miles and getting their sweat on.
Ooh, I love a sweaty cyclist.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay, moving on. So as we gear up for December, we have a collective mileage goal for this month of 100,000 miles. So we want the entire community to ride 100,000 miles in the month of December. So Albert, why don't you tell everybody what the mileage goal for the weekend is?
Yeah, I'd love to. We've been averaging about 2,500 miles a day since we started. So this weekend, let's set a total mileage goal of 10,000 miles. Now, let me be very clear. You don't have to ride 10,000 miles. You could ride 10 miles or 20 miles or 50 miles, whatever you're comfortable with, because your mileage is going to add to that cumulative community goal of 10,000 miles. So let's do it. Let's get on our bikes. Maybe I'll go for a run. Maybe I'll skip down the street. Maybe I'll row my boat. I don't have a boat. That was just an example. But whatever we're all doing, let's all get out there this weekend and log those miles for the Together Ride. And also, keep in mind, we're not all work, no play here. We actually have some super fun things that we have planned for the whole season. And I'm super excited to show you this little teaser of a special event that's coming in early 2021. Let's check it out. Yes, work, girl, work.
Yes. That hair flip at the end, just amazing, amazing. I can't wait to figure out my drag outfit for that event.
And I can't wait to figure out how to do your makeup from 6 feet away.
Exactly. I'm going to shout out a few more folks in the chat. Daisy Egan, Tony Award winner Daisy Egan says, my 7-year-old is participating in the Together Ride. So thank you, Daisy. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Daisy, and your 7-year-old.
So here we go. Final review. You register at TogetheRide.org. You set your mileage and fundraising goals. You complete your miles. You raise the funds. You earn tons of gifts and aids. From all of us here at Together Ride, thank you so much for tuning in to Together Ride Live. Until we see you again next month on January 8th, have a happy holiday, happy new year. Go out, ride those miles, ride, run, walk, whatever. Ride them. Talk to you soon.
Adios, queridos. Que les vayan bien. Besos.
Hi everyone, here we are at the top of the famous Let It Go.